Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Black Heel Podcast, where your hosts Scott and Mike are talking about what happened this week. So, what we're going to be talking about here is I tried so hard to keep a straight face during that, but it's really hard when Mike's got a big piece of meat in his mouth. So, we're gonna talk about two trailers, the two latest trailers, one from Gen V and one for Marvel Zombies. Then we're gonna talk about the latest episode of Peacemaker and end with a character spotlight from Mike, if he can survive at this point. So let's get right into it. I feel like I don't know. I feel like we should talk about Gen V first because I feel like I found out there were more trailers than I realized that all came out like not this week. They came out like last month almost, and we never
Really?
discussed it. Yeah, I mean, I at least
I
found
only
them because
I
there was.
only knew of the
So
one,
just so you
obviously.
know, I saw the one. So I saw the one that you gave me, right? The one that had Edgar on it, in it.
Yep. Yep.
Um, there was um the other trailer. I will be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure if it was the same trailer or if it was like slightly edited differently. But the other one was 100% a new trailer because it was specifically for the college. I don't know if you saw it. It was from Vought International, and they were like, "Come to Godlink University, where a lot of bad things have happened in America right now, but Vought is here to save us."
Oh, that would be very them.
So like it was like so no, it was 100 like it was one of those where it was like it was a trailer but not a trailer, if you understand what I mean, because
Yep.
the trailer was legitimately a commercial for you to go to their college. Um, but
I
it
wish I
did.
saw it, but I feel like I do know like those situations because of season one they had like those kind of clippets as well, so I can imagine what
Correct.
it would be like.
So the one thing that they gave us that we didn't know before is that the dean is a superhero.
We assumed that
I because the couple of
because in one of
scenes
the
that we've
trailers
gotten
he
have
had
been non.
no, because in
Well,
one
he
of the
stabbed himself, but that doesn't mean anything.
well, because he could not feel pain or is extremely tolerant to pain, we were like, oh, he must be a he must be a superhero, a soup.
All right, fair enough. Well, it was confirmed in that because it literally says superhero and dean of students under his name.
Yes. Yep.
But they didn't. But they did not tell us what his superhero name was or what his abilities are.
No.
Which really doesn't matter at this time. But I just thought that was interesting. But the big thing in your trailer, though, Mike, the one that you showed me, is Edgar's back. This guy really can't stop working, man.
No. And he wants to take down Vought, which is very interesting.
Well, it also makes the most amount of sense for him going for Marie because Marie is basically a carbon copy of Newman.
Oh, absolutely. No, I totally understand it. I understand the entire situation because he got ousted out of Vought. He's got basically got him he got screwed over from them from everything that's been going on.
Correct.
Uh, like you just said, like Marie is just a carbon copy of Newman. So the fact that now there's a new one that he could potentially mold into something that he wants, you know, um,
And also to supposedly, and again, we've seen this in the other trailers as well, but supposedly Marie has the potential of being the most powerful soup ever.
yes. I mean, we kind of we had because of her powers,
We
we kind of
assumed,
had
we as,
yeah.
we assumed, but it's interesting because I feel like sometimes they get it wrong. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
No,
Marie's powers
absolutely.
aren't going to
I
do
mean,
so. I'm just surprised that they're actually looking at it being like, oh, this is like a big deal. Because I'm just surprised.
mhm.
Because realistically, it's a gross ability and it's hard to market.
Oh, absolutely. But at the same time, just because this is one of those abilities, as Newman was, that could be a secret weapon that doesn't necessarily need to
Oh
be in the
no, I'm not
spotlight,
disagreeing.
but
You're
can take care
absolutely
of your
correct.
enemies.
But that is also true. But I guess you understand my point I'm making is just like promoting her as
Yep.
like a powerful hero, is very interesting to me from a Vought side of things. Um,
Yeah.
but that's just me. But overall, I mean, it looks incredible. We're going to be watching 3 episodes next week, which is going to be
Oh
incredible.
God, that's oh God,
Um,
I forgot. That's next week.
it's
That's so
pretty
bad.
amazing, yeah. And then the week after, it's Gen V, Peacemaker, and the 4 episodes of Marvel Zombies. It's going to be a hell 2 weeks, but
Oh
we're going to get through it
God.
together. So speaking of Marvel Zombies, this latest trailer was amazing. This was
No,
this
when
didn't this
oh
trailer they they uh they did not need to make this trailer. They did not need to make it this good. I am so impressed.
no, this was a great trailer. When as soon as I saw it, I was just like, holy ah. like I like as I usually do when I see this stuff, I instantly send it to you. But you saw my comment, and then as soon as you saw it, I was like, you know what I mean.
No,
like that,
the
it
best
was
part was well, because to me, no offense, it was like, well, what else could they add to make it like? And again, I'm not saying this wasn't going to be a good show, but it's like trailer wise, like, what are they going to do to make this like look
what
really
else are
good?
they gonna do to
And they
hype it
did.
up? We are already hyped.
No, that's what I mean. And they did that. And can we just talk about how Red Guardian is literally the like hype man of every single show, movie he's in? He's just hyping everyone up. Honestly, I can't wait for Doomsday for him to hype up the team. Honestly, and I know they'll lose, but I mean, like, I can't wait to see it. It's it's just so incredible to me being like they'll tell the story di- years after this, and I'm thinking to myself like, that's great and all, but there's like 8 of you. Who's gonna have the children to talk about it later? Like that's just my thing. But at the same time, it's very stereotypical, and it also looks like we're going to be getting a full-fledged war. Like we're getting
hmm
like Infinity War esque fight. Um, granted, zombies after us, but like you, and it. You know what I just thought of too after watching that trailer again is Hawkeye, Ghost, Abomination, and it's gonna kill me about the other one. Um,
Okoyo.
oh no, Okoye. Okoyo, thank you. All being the new dark Dark Order for the zombie Thanos.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I
And um, my favorite thing I've seen so far has been Spider-Man using Stormbreaker for 0 damage.
yep. It
Um,
just
but to be fair, as a zombie, I get it. Like it's not supposed to hurt, obviously. But I just find it so incredible because it's like, what is Thanos gonna wish for? Because like, you're not gonna wish everyone dead because then you're hungry.
I think he would wish for everyone for more infinite food. I think it would be along those lines. I think this is something that we talked about it during like the what if episode. It's like what would zombie Thanos want? And it's like more food.
We did talk about it, and I don't remember, but I'm just like, I don't, but it doesn't. I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't work that way. Like I don't think he could just do it because we haven't seen him use the full gauntlet. We've seen him use individual stones because he creates more of a zombie army. We see that. Um,
Yep.
we've seen him use the power stone. I say it that way because it glowed purple, but we didn't actually see it do anything. Um, So I'm very curious. Also curious if the stones are because realistically the stones might not be the same color because the red could have been tesseract instead of you know what
Yeah,
I mean.
that's
So
right. Because
reality,
it's a different dimension. So
which we've also learned makes it different colors.
yep, yep.
So I'm very curious on that front. But that's minor stuff. I am just very excited for it more than I thought I would be more. I guess is the best way to phrase it. Like I didn't think I could get any more excited for this series, and this was the perfect final trailer where it
No,
was
this
like
this
incredible.
this trailer hyped it up so perfectly. I mean, I think it kind of answered our question or answered your thing because you thought there was two groups of zombies, and it seems like it's like you just said, it's just one
It's one
giant horde
massive.
coming
No,
together.
no. This kind of very much made it like. By the way, there's only one army of the dead.
Yep.
which I
Yep.
thought was kind of incredible. But no, overall,
I loved how horror they made it this trailer out to be. Like it
I
from the
think they're
beginning
gonna
with the
make this
tone of the
very
music.
gory.
Oh,
Yeah, they're gonna.
absolutely.
th- here's my thing though. I feel like, and this is gonna sound very weird to say, they obviously lightened it up a little bit for What If, but they're gonna really make this a gory mess. And honestly, super excited for it.
No, I'm it's rated R. It's going to be
No, it's
gory.
rated MA for MATV because it's different ratings. Movies and TV is different.
Is it? Oh, okay. I didn't either
So
way.
like MA is the same as rated R, FYI. But like
Yeah.
MA is for TV and then rated R is for movies.
Oh, okay. I actually never noticed that. So, okay.
Yeah, so
So
like for
it's
example, to give you to tell you the other difference too is like if you have like another show, it would be rated T for teen. So
mhm.
think of it like instead of being rated PG-13.
What about TV 14?
I think they might have. I think both are the same now that I say that.
Ah, okay.
Because what's weird is because T for teen might maybe I'm thinking of it as anime for Japan, and then TV 14 is like the actual one for America.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
So
I
that's the
remember
only kind of. But you
when
are
I
probably
watched
very
TV
right.
more, I remember seeing that.
You are probably not wrong at all. I just don't remember it off the top of my head, but I did know about the MA. But anyway, it's basically the
Yeah.
same thing. Super excited for the blood and gore. Super excited to see the interactions with all these
But
characters
when we
that have
this
never
this
been
this
together.
trailer showed like this 100% confirmed it was Ghost in this trailer, especially when she just appeared next to the mercenaries that were in the rooftop
Yep.
and just devoured them. I was like, this is hype.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got nothing. My only complaint, like I am nitpicking, and I'm really nitpicking, and I get why, but it's just weird seeing her without her helmet when she phases. That's it. That's my only
I think in this trailer she had her helmet. In
I
the
don't
previous
think
one where
she.
she was in this one I think she did because it had like the
I
glowing
still
face.
don't think. I'm gonna.
I,
I am gonna stick with my guns and say no, and I'll be glad to admit if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna go with a no.
that's fine. I know for a fact when she was facing Blade, she did not.
Yep,
I
that
know.
that's clear as day. That's clear as day. We know that. We also see her not wear it when she is with the rest of the zombies, ready
Yep,
for
with the
war.
other four. Yep, when
Yep.
she's with the other four.
Which makes me think that all that's going to be episode one.
Either episode one or it's like the climax. It's one or
I
the
don't
other.
know. But it's one of those things where it's like I feel like it's very early on, and weirdly enough, might not be the peak. Um, but anyway, so then I'm just excited for it. Like I said, I'm also excited to see all of the different characters interacting with each other that we have
Yeah,
never seen on screen together.
absolutely. I mean, there's going to be some new characters coming in, anyways. For like we talked about last episode, Blade. This is technically his aside, like the new, quote unquote new Blade. This is going to be his debut in the MCU because I'm not counting uh past Blade.
It's gonna be his past Blade.
No. Like with what's this? Uh,
Well, remember he was technically in Eternals
yes, he was in,
as a
but like
voiceover. Yes. No,
he
this is the
himself was
first
not
time
in it.
he's live action. I'm sorry. This is the first time we see him on camera in anything.
Yeah,
I will agree.
yeah. Aside for the one in Deadpool and
I also
Wolverine.
like how they. I also like how they sneak peeked Blade Knight in the end of What If, just to have
Yeah.
him in Marvel Zombies. Thought that was kind of fun. But no, overall, very excited. I just know I'm going to see a lot of people I like die, which is what we should be expecting. But it's just going to be sad.
Everyone's gonna die. That's what we need to expect. You don't expect anyone to survive, and if they do, they're lucky.
Yeah. I'm also curious at how the team survived at the end of the What If episode.
Didn't they? They escaped, didn't they? They flew away.
It's no, I don't think it was ever completely confirmed. What it was left ambiguous.
I thought that I remember them like escaping. But
I feel like something happened that made you go, oh, maybe they're not free. Um,
no. The very end, Thanos shows up.
oh,
They
that's what
escape.
it.
They escape the horde, and then Thanos arrives on Earth, and we're just like, oh, their hope is completely gone.
That's what it was. It was. Yes, you're right. They were like safe, but then they weren't because Thanos
Yeah,
was there.
yep.
That's right.
And he was already zombified.
Yes, and we talked about this because it was the idea is the Dark Order got infected, and then they would have obviously come to see Thanos, and then he would have been bitten.
Yep.
Also curious, he's looks like he might have all the stones, which means does Vision die? Is Vision dead? Because
He was already dead.
is he?
He was dead.
No,
Yeah, he was dead in What If?
he blew himself
What
up.
do you
We
mean
didn't see
no?
him die. He blew up the compound. We didn't see him die.
Yeah, but didn't he? Wasn't okay. I might be misremembering then. So correct me obviously, but didn't wasn't Vision's quote unquote dead corpse brought to Wanda, and that's what had distracted her and the zombies for a short period, so that way the humans had a little bit more time to escape.
His his Mind Stone does, yes, but not had nothing to do with Wanda. Because remember, he never gets blown up in this universe. In this version, he never gets blown up by Thanos or by Wanda.
I mean, yes, with Thanos, yes, I know. With with Thanos, yes, he never gets. Thanos obviously never destroys him. He never sacrifices himself. I understand, but I thought he had been killed in another way that like set Wanda off, because I just have
No,
that in my head in
he's a
some way.
survivor of the apocalypse who attempts to cure his infected girlfriend Scarlet Witch by feeding her human survivors, including T'Challa and Scott Lang, with the Mind Stone to control her hunger. After his horrific experiments were discovered, Vision helps the other survivors escape while atoning for his sins by ripping out his own he ripped it out.
Oh,
I don't
okay, there
remember
we
him
go.
ripping it out.
So
I don't remember him ripping it out. And sacrificing himself for the remaining group to while the zombies attack the camp and they all leave. Okay. I didn't remember him ripping it out himself because he was fine technically. There was no concern of anything, but um, okay. So and
yeah, because
which
like I said,
brings
I
me,
remember I have this
you're
image
wrong.
like of her holding Vision's dead body. So that's
Right.
why I was like,
No, you're correct, but he did it to himself.
yeah,
All right, so let's move
yeah.
on to Peacemaker. This
This
one
episode was
was
fantastic.
this episode gave us a lot and nothing at the same time. And what I mean by that is like it was a day. Like and it wasn't even a full day. Like it gave us but you know what I'm saying? Like this was like I think when I say shortest episode, I do not mean the episode was short. I mean like the time within the span of the episode was the shortest it's been.
Yeah, this was all probably over the course of
A
maybe like half an hour.
I think it was a couple of hours at most because remember there was a gap in time of them getting set up at the park and everything else.
That's true.
So like,
Yeah, that's
but
true.
like still like I'm thinking less than 6 hours total, like with everything. Um, and I'm being generous
Yeah.
by even saying 6 hours, but you get my point. We also got to see how his dad got the technology of the pocket dimension, which I thought was very interesting. Alien gets shot.
Yeah. Um, my thing is that I there was no real confirmation that ri- which dimension that was.
No, it was.
So I'm wondering if this is the other universe instead,
No, no, no. It was confirmed.
or just because we got that the teleporter.
No,
Was it
because
100%?
when he was talking to Adebayo,
Mm-hmm.
he was
I'm proud
talking
of you.
to he was talking to her about it and how they went out hunting to go get this and they found it in the woods after shooting the
Oh,
alien.
that's right. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So like
They never
the
specified like I don't they didn't
no, they didn't go
specify
into
shooting the alien, but
no, no, no. I will agree. Like he, it wasn't like he said all the details, but he said enough for me to go, oh, that's their universe.
the only reason I was like iffy on that is just because it could have been like one of those things where the situation was parallel, where like, oh, they went out hunting, and I know because when he was explaining it, I know he said like, oh, we were out hunting and we found it. So, but he never, because he didn't specifically say the situation. I was like, uh, and
I'm
I
saying
because obviously we
he
don't know the age of
no.
everybody going on.
I'm also saying no because he slapped um Peacemaker in the face. No, he slapped Keith
That
in the
was
face.
Keith.
Sorry, sorry, he slapped Keith in the face,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the other universe won't hit his kids.
Well, at the moment, they never
Well,
they never specified that he wasn't abusive.
we are gonna go with a no. Because if everything is true about that universe, he wouldn't have a reason to be angry.
Possibly. Yeah. I mean,
Um, I,
here's
I
here the only reason I'm playing devil's advocate is because we don't know the full scope of that other universe.
you're wrong.
Uh That's fine. I could be wrong. I have no problem with
But
that.
I will say this.
Um
Out of all of it, the one thing that did this scene was the only thing that, and I don't want to say it ticked me off because that's not the right word I want to use. But this scene irritated me because the whole plot of this episode was he needed a door frame, and yet the first portal we see, it's in the middle of the effing woods.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a
They
jerk.
might not have been able like what
Maybe they couldn't figure out how to do it anyway, any other way. That's fair. But you,
that's what I mean. Like the alien might have been able to like had the been able to figure it out easier versus them just like, oh, I don't know how to work it without a door frame, you know. So like I totally understand what you're saying though.
but you
It's
get
really
so
funny
I'm
with
not.
that situation.
You're not wrong at all. Like I don't think you're wrong at this at all. I'm more of stating it was the one thing that bothered me, um, because it was such a major plot point, and they in the very beginning of the episode they show it without the one thing that they say they needed.
Yep.
Um,
It's very funny.
yeah.
Um
Also, I like how the device that like creates the new the new entryway to the pocket dimension looks like Peacemaker's helmet.
I instantly thought that. I was like, "Oh, this is how we got the helmets," and then it wasn't.
I honestly thought that was like going to be his first helmet. Like I legitimately thought it was going to be his first helmet.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
and then obviously I put two and two together later. But yeah, we're gonna have to talk about the Eagle Hunter.
That guy was a little bit off the charts.
All right, so can I just say
I
that I was not expecting that this guy was the guy we saw in the trailer, meaning like with
I
the
was just about to
personality of
say
everyone
that.
else.
Literally about to. That was going to be my next comment. I was like, this is so not what I was expecting.
We named so many Native American DC characters, and although we were correct that they are Native American DC characters. That is not what we got.
It's just that whole situation after Economos knocks him out, and he's like, this eagle comes down and swoops you down from behind, and he's like, oh, this is a sign of the legend
It's
of
the
the
primal
final
eagle. I
eagle
can
to
finally
kill,
kill the primal eagle.
and then Economos is just like,
Oh my
I
gosh.
feel like you're just twisting your guilt into trying to come up with a way to be racist without being racist. And he's like, nope, nope, this is foretold in prophecy. And I'm just like, this is,
No, that makes no. This
it's,
is real, man. This is real. And then the
I
part that
just,
really got me was him
I just
dancing
loved
around
that.
the fire.
The part got me so good was him going, nope,
Yeah, but
rubbing
like so
rubbing his
nonchalantly
groin
too. He
over the
did like
flames.
nope. Oh my gosh, it's everything. And then he just kept poking his wound to bleed out so he could make the
Oh,
blood eagle. And then he made the blood eagle. And then he did the whole astral projection. And then found where Eagle he was. And I can honestly say I wasn't prepared for any of that because
no.
apparently what he was saying was not complete BS, which is bizarre.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that was the biggest
It's a
shock to
little
me
disturbing.
was that he wasn't wrong. Yeah, I also like that John was also very helpful with telling Peacemaker that Argus was coming.
Yeah, nice horrendous text that he's just like Peacemaker was just like, what the
Oh
hell is
yeah, I
going
can
on?
understand why he couldn't like just blatantly text. Um,
Yeah, I know, no, I got
but
it,
I
but
oh sorry, go right in.
no, no, no.
Yeah, absolutely. I also love to him stalling for time.
Very badly, so badly, and they
But at the
all
same
knew.
time, like yeah, but weirdly enough, because it's him, it actually worked. Isn't that weird to say?
It 100% works, but they knew that he's like, you're just
Oh
messing
no, it's very
around.
obvious. You're
It's
right.
like,
You're right. You're right.
and like, it's very fitting for
No,
the type of
absolutely
character that he is.
correct. And then I also love that he unlocks it, and then the pocket dimension disappears, and then it's just a closet, and Rick Flag's like, "Why the hell would he have a lock on it if it's just a damn closet?" They're like, "I don't know."
And it's stumped
Um,
everybody.
I also the we it did. I also love the fight between Peacemaker and Judo Master.
Oh, that was actually really good.
Judo Master Judo Master got an upgrade, my friend, and that was straight wrestling moves right there.
It was. It was right up his alley.
That was some. That was some. That was WWE.
And
Um,
then Judo Bachelor got crushed by a guy twice his size.
and not on purpose.
No, it's a complete accident.
Um, yeah. And then we have him go to the hunting cabin, which he creates the new portal, and then goes to see Hardcore, who is now working for Argus, specifically Rick Flag
Potentially.
Sr.,
Yeah.
who was trying to use. Well, all right, that's fair, because you're right. But my point I'm making is just the fact of she's making it seem that she's going to work with them because he's making it the only way she can get her job back.
Yes.
Which I
Obviously,
find
we'll
very
see
interesting.
what actually ends up happening.
Oh no, you're absolutely right. I'm stating as of right now she is working for Argus because we have no
Yep.
proof otherwise. But you're absolutely correct. She could easily turn without a problem. But I'm very
Yeah.
curious on that front. But that being said, Rick Flag is a jerk. He's basically just as bad. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but like he's just as bad as Waller, just in a different way. Like he's
He's
doing it for his
definitely,
own personal reasons.
yeah, in this case, yes. This particular moment, yes, he absolutely is. He's a lot more emotional than Amanda Waller was.
Which is funny to me, but yes. Um, yeah, it's very interesting, but I'm looking forward
Uh,
to the next episode because we're gonna be getting a fight scene finally with Argus and Peacemaker.
Yeah, seems like that's the direction they're going. Absolutely.
Like I thought it was going to be this episode, and it didn't happen. And then I'm thinking about it this episode. I don't know how they can get out of it. I'll say it that way.
I I loved when Peacemaker finally realized that his house got ransacked. It
Oh, he's
comes.
just like, "Hun, what happened?" I like how he
Eagly,
freaks
what'd
out.
you do?
And in my mind, I'm like, "There's no way the eagle could have done that." Like, don't get me wrong. A lot of the other stuff he saw, like, definitely could have been eagly, 100%. But like the bullets above there, I'm like, "There's no way."
It's just randomly decides let's poke some holes straight above the bed.
Exactly. Like, why would he float up there just to do that? Also, we're going to talk briefly about the eagle hunter and eating the eagle poop.
the,
That
the the post credit scene.
both, both were gross, but the last one was even worse just because he just didn't stop. He's
He
like,
kept going.
and, and John's just like, there's no way you know what that tastes like.
He's like, now you're just making stuff up. There's no way that he's.
There's no way you know what that tastes like. He goes, this bird eats better than me. Oh, just so
It was
I am
so
waiting for.
apparently this actor is the only actor who's appeared in every single one of James Gunn's movies.
He's the only one.
Yeah, I saw a post because he's appeared in everything that James Gunn has directed.
Oh, directed. Okay, because I was gonna say I
I,
don't
I
think
could,
I saw him in Scooby Doo.
I was gonna say like those older movies, no, but like the one. Let me see if I can pull it
Well, no,
up.
no, because he's not. Because because he's Yandu.
Yep,
What else has he
yep.
done in Marvel? Nothing, right? Just the Guardians. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm
Uh,
not trying to bust his chops, but wait, was he in Superman?
no, I think so. I think he was in. I need to find what's the. Do you know the actor's name? You're gonna look it up for me.
Well, because I was gonna say it, and then I don't think I was accurate. Oh, weirdly
No,
enough, I
that's
was.
perfectly
Michael
fine.
Rooker.
Michael Rooker. Okay, Michael.
Oh my God! Oh no, he was in The Walking Dead. Sorry.
Why? What did you think he was?
The he was in Creature Commandos.
Yeah, apparently he played. He was one of the military guys that robot murdered the Nazis. Oh, that he was in Superman. He was one of the robots in. He was the robots in Superman.
He was one of the robots. You're right. You're right. You're
Yep.
right. You're right. You're right.
And
Yep.
then obviously he was in Suicide Squad. Um, and I believe that's
Well,
him
that to
in.
me that was an obvious one. I didn't mention it.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I know that. What is it was
Creature
the Thing?
Commando. That's so interesting. What the heck is the thing?
Oh, sorry, Slither.
Okay.
You've never seen that movie?
Nope. I'm
Really?
looking
Oh,
at his
okay.
IMDb. He was in the second Marine movie, which is interesting because the first one was John Cena.
That I did not know. I think
He was in Jumper. Interesting. Who did he play in Jumper?
apparently the other movie that he was in with James Gunn is Super.
I don't know it. I see it, but I don't know it.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, it's so weird. This guy is like what we've seen of him. He like when I saw him without his makeup for the first time, I was like, I don't know who this guy is because he looks so different from his characters. As weird as that sounds, but like at the same time, not.
I didn't realize like who he was, like from his earlier roles. Like for example, I've seen the movie Slither, but like I didn't recognize him. But then, like obviously, like I said, I knew him from The Walking Dead, so I recognized him when I saw him starting to appear in these other movies that have been coming up. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, I mean, obviously, he's gotten quite old now, so I he looks a lot different than his younger self.
But they've
but
also
it's
put
but
they
but
put
the
a lot of
same
stuff
at the same.
on him because they're like because he does the latest characters he's played. He's got so much either makeup or wigs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really get
Yeah,
to see what he really looks like. But anyway,
that's fair.
I'm very excited for the next episode. We're gonna have to wait and see, obviously. But for now, let's get to your character spotlight.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna butcher this person's last name, but I figured we should talk about Sasha Bo- Bordox. Um, she is the female agent with Argus. Um,
It's Bordeaux.
is it Bordeaux? Is that what they said in the episode?
That's what
Because
I.
I don't remember.
That's what they said in the show. So it's because if it's not Bordeaux, then I'm hearing stuff because I swore it was Bordeaux, and I'm not looking anything up. I'm literally just going by what I heard in the show.
No, no, that's perfectly fine. I do not remember them saying. I thought they, for some reason in my head, I thought they said Agent Sasha instead of Agent Bordeaux. So that's perfectly fine. I will go with Bordeaux.
I don't even think they say agent. I think they call her something else, but they use Bordeaux. It's like it's not director, but it's some title that's higher than just agent.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
But anyway, sorry, continue.
All right. So Sasha Bordeaux was a Secret Service agent turned private contractor hired as head of Bruce Wayne's personal security at the insistence of Wayne Corp's second in command, Lucius Fox. Now,
Is this
this
before Lucius knows that he's Batman?
no.
God, Lucius.
Now
I
this
butchered
what
your question
this
though.
no, it is. Now this insistence is against Bruce Wayne's wishes. He did not want
Oh no,
her
no,
to become
I knew. Let's be honest, we knew that. That was
yeah.
an obvious. No offense. Like I knew that
uh
was like that was an obvious to me. I was more of like, does he know he's Batman?
yep. So, all right. So Bruce Wayne at first after she is hired tries his best to avoid her, but she continues to do her job. She eventually becomes suspicious of his constant oh my god, late night disappearances, does some searching, and is shocked to find that Bruce Wayne is secretly Batman. Since she already knows his secret identity, Batman decides to train her. After weeks of hard work, she becomes fit enough to go out with him on patrol, though he still treats her as a total stranger both as Batman and as Bruce Wayne. During this time, she falls in love with him, even though he is dating another woman. One night, while Batman and Bordeaux are out on patrol, the assassin David Kane lures Wayne's ex girlfriend, Vesper Fairchild, to Wayne Manor and kills her, framing Wayne in the process. Both Wayne and Bordeaux are charged with murder, and Sasha refuses to exonerate herself by giving up Wayne's secret despite the fact that they were out patrolling separate areas at the time of the murder and she cannot be sure of Bruce's innocence. They are both arraigned and held without bail while awaiting trial. After a while, Batman escapes to leave his alter ego behind, leaving Bordeaux inside Blackgate Prison. Although Sasha is briefly offered her freedom if she testifies against Bruce Wayne, even contemplating taking the deal after Bruce abandons her, a meeting with Alfred leaves her resolved to reject the offer. Alfred helps her realize that Bruce truly valued her work rather than using her without any thought for herself, as otherwise he would have never allowed her to accompany him as Batman. Batman eventually confronts those who framed him, and Wayne and Sasha are cleared of all charges. While in prison custody, Sasha is severely wounded by another prisoner and would have died had the government agency Checkmate not given her medical treatment. They fake her death and offer to give her a new name and identity, complete with plastic surgery, if she works for them. With no other option, she does agree. Batman tirelessly searches for Sasha, not believing she died in prison, and to facilitate this, he disrupts all of Checkmate's operations in Gotham City. The group eventually organizes a meeting between the two where Wayne confesses his love for her. Sasha, though feeling the same way, realizes that her new life would prevent them from being together and tells him to let her go. Over time, Bordeaux rises through the ranks of Checkmate and becomes the right hand of Maxwell Lord's group. Lord later hijacks the Brother Eye satellite that Batman created to monitor superhuman activity. Brother Eye itself recently became Sentinel due to the actions of Lex Luthor Jr. as part of his plans for the Infinite Crisis. He also creates a cyborg army known as OMACs, humans transformed by a virus, programmed to hunt and kill superhumans or specific targets. During his rule, Lord kills all who oppose him, assisted by Brother Eye, who monitors for rebellion. Sasha feigns loyalty to stay alive, but breaks the pretense when Lord kills his former ally, Blue Beetle, um, Ted Cord Blue Beetle, and orders Sasha to dispose of his corpse. Filled with hatred for herself and Lord, she sends Cord's trademark goggles to Batman as part of a message detailing Lord's madness. After revealing Sasha's betrayal, Brother Eye sends out an OMAC squad. I'm OMAC. I'm going to call it OMAC. Who finds Sasha and Batman in an abandoned warehouse just as they share a kiss. The OMAC's goal of killing Batman and taking Sasha only partially succeeds as Batman escapes. Realizing he cannot get any information out of Sasha, Lord imprisons her and brainwashes Superman in an attempt to kill Batman before Wonder Woman kills him. With the help of another imprisoned agent, Jessica Midnight and Bordeaux escapes and sets out to kill Maxwell Lord, unaware that he is actually already dead. As they are on their way out, an OMAC attacks the two and impales Bordeaux, transforming her into an OMAC cyborg herself. With Lord's death, Brother Eye rechristens itself to Brother Eye and activates all the remaining OMACs to kill Earth's superhumans. So the original Brother Eye was brother with literally the letter I. Now it is renamed itself Brother Eye, spelled I like an eyeball. Yeah. So I'm just like, all right. Bordeaux contacts the other various factions of Checkmate who left after Lord's takeover, apologizing for Lord and asking them to rejoin. She then creates a computer virus and links to the Brother Eye satellite. The virus, along with a massive magnetic pulse blast created by the various superheroes, disables the majority of OMACs. Brother Eye escapes with 200,000 OMACs. Eventually, with the aid of the new Blue Beetle, Batman locates Brother Eye. He then gathers a team of heroes, including Bordeaux, to attempt to destroy it. The attack sends Brother Eye crashing to Earth, but the satellite's central memory remains intact. With various superheroes needed elsewhere, Batman tasks Bordeaux with destroying Brother Eye, and eventually she succeeds, losing her own OMAC implants. Yeah. So some powers and abilities. Bordeaux is a skilled hand-to-hand combatant and marksman. After being transformed into a cyborg, she gains superhuman physical abilities, enhanced vision, and a protective nanomachine coating that appears as human skin to conceal her mechanical form. And she is only appeared in one other form of media, which seems to be a like, oh, it's in a video game. It was on the
Interesting.
last gen consoles. I've never heard of it before,
What
but
is it?
yeah, it's
And what is the name
called
of the game?
Scribblenauts Unmasked, a DC comic adventure.
You know what's funny? You know who else is in that? Is Judo Master.
Is he really?
It's actually the female Judo Masters in it. Because there are apparently four different versions of Judo Master in the comics. Fun
Oh,
fact.
I did not know
I
that.
happened to do a character spotlight on my own channel of Judo Master and learned a lot that I didn't know because most of the time in media it's been a woman. Like in the shows and stuff, this is the first time he's been shown as a male. Although he was originally a male in the comics.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
Um, and originally was part of, I believe he was World War II, I believe. Um, but anyway, figured I'd mention that only because I was curious because I had a feeling that that was going to be the game because I'd never heard that game until today when I was looking it up for myself. But
That's funny.
very interesting. I'm actually very impressed. I'm proud of you, Mike. One day you
Before
get
I
better.
forget,
You get better, so
I'm
that's good.
I just want to say that this character was actually first introduced in December of the year 2000. So, kind of a new
Oh,
character.
okay. Wow. Yeah, Judo Master was well earlier than that.
I'm just curious now what her role is going to be in this current DC universe. If they're going to tie it into any of her origins from the comics,
From the
or
old
if
stuff.
they're just going to go a new route entirely.
I don't know. I feel like it's one of those where it's like the character's not known enough that you could do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah,
But like she's also in line with the character in the comics, so it's kind of interesting to me. Um,
so far,
but we'll have no, minus the Bruce Wayne part, obviously. But we'll have, for now. Um, so we'll have to wait and
exactly.
see. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm actually very curious where we're gonna see like all these other characters, because like Judo Master was in a decent amount of stuff too. So it's like,
Mm,
where's he gonna come? Like, although he like stopped existing for a bit, um, like Judo Master was been around a lot longer than I thought. Different renditions of him or of the character for sure, but I mean like overall the characters existed. But we'll have to wait and
yeah,
see. But for next week, we have a jam-packed episode of potentially any trailers, which I don't know if there will be, but there could
I
be.
really hope not.
And then we're gonna go into the latest episode of Peacemaker and the season 2 premiere, 3 episode premiere of Gen V, and ending with a character spotlight from me. So for now, made it this far into the video, please make sure to like and subscribe down below. Other than that, this is going to be Scott and Mike signing out of the Black Eel Podcast. Have a wonderful night. Bye bye.